We've kind of had it with McGregor, to be quite honest. This trash talk. I mean, Gareth, it's enough. And now he's getting into areas that he should not be going near. What I even mentioned it, Simon, when you talk about murdering someone. Yeah. Sorry, it's gone too far, and it's now time to shut up.
Well, he won't be the first person to have said that, and it isn't just unique to him. It's been said by other people in boxing. Tyson famously said about eating Lennox Lewis's children and things of that nature. But I think that Gareth has just summed it up. Conor McGregor is just a parody of himself now. He is no more of any significance. All he is noise and seemingly an ability to generate revenue. And if that's what this sport now represents, or his participation, I mean, I'm not interested in him. I never was. I wasn't interested in his voyage into boxing with Floyd Mayweather. And I now think he's a spent force in the field where he was once upon a time the leading light.
Well, I mean, I think Simon's right, to be honest, Gareth. He's a serial loser. He lost to Khabib, he lost to Nate Diaz, and now this guy.
Yeah, he's lost to Khabib, he's lost to Nate Diaz, and he's lost to Dustin Poirier. But I'm going to go further than what Simon said. I think when fighters say they're going to kill someone in a cage, in a boxing ring, in an octagon, I think they should face severe fines for coming out with that, because the intention is not to kill your opponent. Yes, you can be legally killed in a ring, you can be legally killed in an octagon because of the nature of the sport, but to threaten it is totally wrong. And what Conor McGregor did at the weigh-in last week was a disgrace. And then to even say, we're not finished, you disrespected me, it's almost childish in the extreme as well. We had Deontay Wilder saying it, who said it a couple of times, that he wants a body bag on his record, that he's going to kill that he's going to kill Tyson Fury in the ring. I mean, as you mentioned, Simon, Mike Tyson saying he was going to eat Lennox Lewis' children. His only get-out clause on that one was that Lennox Lewis didn't have any children at the time. So, it's wrong, and it's totally wrong in a sport that's so inherently dangerous that people are threatening to kill each other.
Dan, it's a sport you like. You admire these fighters, and so do I to a degree. But McGregor now has pushed it too far, way too far, surely.
It's become a bit noise, isn't it? Too much noise. I mean, I love it because you generally get the best fighters fighting the best fighters, and quite quickly. You don't have these elongated periods of time where you're waiting, like in the boxing world, where it's months and months or years even before you get these guys are in there regularly, and they fight each other the best. Even if they do it 2 and 3 times, they're generally good to watch. But I'm kind of I'm starting to venture towards the more humble Poirier type character who people can relate to more.
That's right. I mean, somebody like Dana White at the top of the sport almost seems to stand back and let it happen, and shouldn't, to be honest. Gareth, I mean, he's got to move in it.
Look, the UFC is predicated on a pay-per-view model, and we know what happens around pay-per-view events. We see it on Sky Box Office. There's more kind of venom and vitriol and enmity generated around these events because when you've got pay-per-view events going on, trash talk and enmity, it draws a crowd to the event more. And McGregor is, he's a brilliant marketeer in lots of ways. He draws loads of eyes on the sport, like Simon just mentioned, like Danny just mentioned, that he's a cash cow for the UFC. But in terms of being elite athletically now, I think his days are, if not numbered, are over. And the weird thing is as well, it's going to take him a long time to come back from this leg break. And also, we are seeing a lot of these in MMA now. Anderson Silva, Chris Weidman recently, a lot of these terrible leg breaks. And I just wonder whether these guys are struggling into their 30s now because they've taken so many blows on the bones. It just seems to be happening with alarming regularity.
Jim White and Simon Jordan, Monday to Thursday morning, 10 till 1. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app, and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.